Hey everyone, welcome back to Beauty Beyond 40. If you're new here, my name is Trina. I am 48 years old. I normally make videos about beauty devices. Today I'm doing something a little bit different and I'm covering the topic of perimenopause and menopause. I am currently in perimenopause, so I can speak to that better than I can of menopause. And I did a poll and asked you, do you want me to make a video about perimenopause and menopause? And 99% of you said yes. So I'm really happy to be making this video today to share with you my experience and hopefully help you with some of my tips and suggestions. Before we get started, I would love it if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel and click that notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. I'm also on TikTok and Instagram where I post a lot of content that I don't post here on the YouTube channel. I also have a private Facebook group with 30,000 members where we talk about all of the beauty devices that we're using. I will leave links to all of this down in the description in case you're interested. Before we get into the menopause category, I wanted to put out the disclaimer that I am not a doctor. I am not a professional in the healthcare industry or anything like that. I'm just a regular consumer and I am going through perimenopause. I'm 48. I feel like my symptoms started around like 44 or 45. So I'm gonna talk to you about my symptoms that I've been dealing with and how I've been dealing with them. Products I've been using, lifestyle changes I've made, devices that I'm using to help with some of the concerns. So I'm gonna go through all of that, and all the products that I talk about today, I will link down in the description in case you wanna go check any of them out. So please do that if you want more information. And then what I really love to do is open up this topic to conversation. So if you have tips or suggestions or feedback about any of the things that I talk about in this video, please drop them down in the comments below and let's help each other out. I wanna walk you through the symptoms that I've been dealing with for around 4 years now. I think the first thing that I noticed that was really a big jolt for me was that my periods became really heavy. And I checked in with my mom and she said, yeah, that happened to me as well. So I went to the doctor and they suggested that I go on a low dose birth control pill. And I was very reluctant to do that because I just didn't want to be taking hormones to mess up my body chemistry. I've had a lot of issues with that in the past. And so I was really reluctant, but I went on a low dose birth control pill and it gives me just the right amount of estrogen that most of my symptoms have leveled out and I don't really experience them. I couldn't believe how quickly the pills stopped that heavy bleeding. And now when I get my period, it's really light. I barely get any bleeding at all. I noticed though that like during the week that I am not taking the pill, which is this week right now, because I'm having my period, a lot of my symptoms come back. Last night I had a really bad night sweat. I woke up and my shirt was so wet I had to take it off and change my shirt in the middle of the night. So that was really tough. So I'm gonna talk to my doctor actually about that and see, should I be on them all the time? Like, should I just be taking that low dose pill every single day? Because I'm not really getting my period anymore. So it's just like a touch. Maybe I can just get on a plan where I'm taking them every day just to keep my symptoms more managed. So that's the number one thing. Also, the other thing that I noticed is that I was getting really bad hormonal acne like along my jawline. And if you have been watching my channel for a while, you saw me go through that. I was just getting some really painful breakouts and my dermatologist put me on Spironolactone. Is that how you say it? I gotta look that up. I always say it wrong. I usually just say Spiro. And again, I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice for you. But if you want to go talk to your doctor about anything I talk about today, please do so. Just find out what's right for you because everybody's different. That medication helped me tremendously. I take it every night. It cleared up all of my acne. My skin has been looking really good in that respect. So I highly recommend looking into that. I've loved it. I've been on that for a few years now. And I do make sure I get regular checkups with my doctor to make sure that everything is good with all of my blood work. So that's really working well for me. I also make sure that I get regular checkups with my OBGYN to make sure that that low dose birth control pill is working for my body. So it's really important that you have regular check-ins with your doctor through this process to make sure that it's working for you. Other symptoms that I experience are hot flashes, which come out of nowhere and they're so uncomfortable. Night sweats. I noticed changes in my metabolism, where my body started to change and felt like I was gaining weight and my body just didn't feel as strong as it used to. It became harder for me to stay asleep, so I would fall asleep when I was waking up in the night. I also noticed that my digestion changed. There were a lot of foods that I couldn't eat anymore that were making my stomach just like really bloated and I couldn't really handle foods that I've been eating for my whole life. So that was a pretty abrupt shift for me. Sometimes I'm a little dizzy or forgetful, so definitely feels like I'm in a fog sometimes, and I think that's a normal symptom of perimenopause. And another thing I noticed is that my hairline started to thin out. So my hair is generally really thick, but around the hairline it started to just seem like it was thinning out. And I know there's so many symptoms, so I'm gonna only address those symptoms that I've been dealing with. I know some people had commented in the community that they were dealing with nausea, and for that I would recommend perhaps some ginger supplements or some ginger tea. But if there are other symptoms that you are experiencing, please drop them in the comments and let everybody know what have you been doing to treat them. So those are pretty much all of the symptoms that I had, and so what I've been doing to treat them is the low-dose birth control pill, and then for my hormonal acne I went on the Spiro drug to really help clear that up, and it's been amazing for me. I tend to only get night sweats now when I'm not taking that birth control pill for that week. So during that week, I make sure to sleep with really, really light bedding, and I don't wear a lot of clothes at night, and I just try to make the room a really cool temperature, and that really helps me. And when I'm on that birth control pills, they seem to go away completely. So I'm hoping I can shift into taking those all the time to get rid of that. But another thing about sleeping that I wanted to mention is there's this really cool mattress cover. It's very expensive. I had heard about it through a podcast. It's a mattress cover, and then you plug it in and it has a cooling mechanism, and it keeps your bed so cool, and it is such a delight to sleep on. I've actually tested it out, and it is really, really nice, but I don't personally have one because it is quite pricey. I have seen some comments in the community that people are using these cooling mats that you use for your dog. Like if you have a dog in the summertime and has a lot of fur and he's running around and playing in the summer and getting overheated, you can get them these cooling mats that they can lay on and it cools them down. I actually bought one of these that I saw at TJ Maxx, and it's amazing. I think it has like cooling gel inside of it, so when I do feel like I'm getting a hot flash or I'm getting overheated while sleeping, I'll just lay one of those like by my pillow or just on my mattress, and it really seems to help. So that's my solution that's much more affordable if you can't afford one of those really expensive mattress covers. No menopause video would be complete without my personal fan. I love this thing. It works so well. I rarely leave home without it. I got it on Amazon, so I'll make sure to include a link down below if you want to shop it. In terms of my metabolism, so what I started doing is intermittent fasting, where I don't break my fast in the morning until around lunchtime. I'll wake up and I'll have a coffee, usually with just a splash of almond milk. Sometimes I'll just drink it black, and I'll drink a lot of water, and then I'll wait until about 12 or 1 p.m., sometimes later, 2 p.m. if I'm working, and I'll break my fast with a healthy lunch. I often will break my fast with this plant-based protein shake. I got it at Costco. It's delicious, it's chocolatey, and it has lots of superfoods, and it keeps me really full until dinner time. And then I'll have dinner, go to bed, and then again, like I intermittent fast every single day. And that has helped me tremendously in keeping my weight down. I use apple cider vinegar gummies. Those, I get them from Costco. They help me tremendously. I take them throughout the day, and it really, really helps to cut cravings, and it helps to boost my metabolism. So I really love those. Also, like if my digestion is feeling off or my stomach is feeling off, I will take lactate pills because I definitely have a lactose intolerance that's been getting worse as I've been getting older. And then I also have these Hum Nutrition enzymes that I take to help break down any of the food that I've eaten. So that handles like a lot of other food categories that are not related to lactose. So again, I'll make sure to link all this down in the description below, but I really love those. You take one pill right when you sit down to eat. If there's anything that you're not sure is gonna make your stomach hurt, it really helps. Like sometimes if I have too much garlic in a stir fry, my stomach will hurt. I take one of these digestion pills and it really, really helps me. For sleep, I've been taking magnesium glycinate as opposed to magnesium citrate, and that's the one that helps to calm you down as opposed to move your metabolism a little bit too much, which I like to stay away from those. I like the magnesium glycinate. That really helps me to fall asleep and stay asleep. Sometimes I take pills, sometimes I take gummies, and sometimes I take ones that include melatonin. That really helps me stay asleep for a full night's sleep. I love to get 8 hours of sleep. That helps me feel so much more rested, and I have less brain fog. I feel more energized during the day when I can get a full night's sleep. And also when I take that Spiro medication, I take it at night, and it is a diuretic, so I will have to get up and go to the bathroom a lot at night, which really disrupts my sleep, but I find if I have the magnesium or the melatonin, it helps me to just stay asleep longer, or if I do have to get up and go to the bathroom, I come back to bed, I can go back to sleep. So that really, really helps. The other thing I've been doing lately is starting Pilates. Pilates has been so good to help keep my body strong, and it helps me just feel like I'm more healthy. I feel stronger, and it's, you know, better than cardio because you're actually doing weight resistance on the reformer. So I've really been loving that. I just started that, and my doctor actually recommended that I do that, and I'm really glad I followed up and started doing it because it's really been helping. And if you've been watching my channel, you know that I've been testing that Wellbox machine, the endermology machine, to help with my cellulite, and that machine is awesome. It definitely works. I have a video all about it. It really helped to get rid of a lot of the cellulite and smooth out my butt and my thighs. I want to do Pilates in addition to that now because it really helps to strengthen my whole body, and I just really like to get out and move my body and stretch and exercise, so that's really been helping. I highly recommend Pilates if you're going through perimenopause or menopause. I have a whole bunch of supplements that I take. I take a multivitamin, I take probiotics, I take ginger and turmeric every day. I have ashwagandha that I take to level out my mood, magnesium every day. Lately, I've been taking elderberry just to boost my immune system. I think it has zinc in it, and I just make sure that I have enough B vitamins and C and zinc and calcium in my multivitamin I'm taking, and all of the other supplements are rounding out all the nutrients and supplements that I need. And again, you can talk to your doctor or your nutritionist about this to find the right plan for you. But I'm vegetarian, so it's really important for me to take these vitamins to make sure I stay healthy. I also drink a lot of water throughout the day, and I only have one coffee in the morning so that I can sleep at night. And then I wanted to talk to you about hair loss. So I know that's a really big topic in the community. I did notice my hairline thinning out a lot as I transitioned into perimenopause, and so my favorite device to treat that is the Ladora Duo hair and scalp device. And this device has a little serum pod that you pop in and out that delivers skincare to your scalp to help stimulate follicle growth and have thicker hairline. And you can do it all over your scalp, and you just turn it on, and it delivers red LED, microcurrent to stimulate your scalp, and it has vibration therapy and warming therapy, and all of that helps to push the serum into your scalp and just really stimulate the area. And this device is awesome. You can use it every day for 5 minutes. And no, you don't need to use the serum, but they have made a lot of improvements in their serums lately so that it's water-based and doesn't make your hair greasy or oily. So I think this is such a fantastic device, and I highly recommend it, and the feedback has been amazing in the community. So if you are dealing with any hair or scalp problems, I definitely recommend the Ladora Duo.
And lately I've noticed a lot of hair care products on the market. Hair products and hair supplements that are supposed to slow and repigment your grays. I have so few grays coming in along my hairline right now that I haven't tried these products. There's a brand called Array that has a really nice product line, and there's a brand called Vegamore that has a hair serum and a supplement, and I'm wondering if anyone has tried either of these brands. Let us know if they work.
And then, of course, going through menopause, your levels of estrogen are dropping rapidly, and we're not producing as much collagen in our skin, so our skin starts to sag and wrinkle and thin, and it's so depressing. So you know that since my channel is all about devices, I'm using microcurrent, radio frequency, LED, lasers. Those are the main categories that I'm using. So I'm doing that all of the time just to put that collagen and elastin and oxygen back into my skin and maintain a youthful appearance, because I'm trying to not get injectables for as long as possible. So I use microcurrent to stimulate the muscles of my face and my neck, and I use radio frequency to tighten the skin. And I love my NVIC Edge radio frequency device because it also has a skin resurfacing feature, so that keeps my skin really smooth and helps me with some of my hyperpigmentation. But that device is not available in the US, so you can get other radio frequency devices. My favorite one is the Tripolar Stop VX2 because it offers skin tightening and also muscle tightening for the lower portion of your face. So if you're dealing with jowls or jawline that you want to tighten up, you can use that. And it has turbo RF, so it heats up faster. So you can't get the NVIC Edge, I'd say go for the Stop VX2. It's an incredible device. You can also get the NUA device if you're interested. Microcurrent, there's so many. My favorite is the MyoLift Mini. It's always been my favorite, but there's so many wonderful ones on the market. And then for LED, I use LED almost every single day, red LED and near infrared LED. And I have a video all about that as well that I can link to. And then the last topic is lasers. I use the Neuro laser to lift my hooded eyes every day, almost every day. And I highly recommend that for the eye area or the lip area if you want to smooth out fine lines. And then you can get the Neuro Pro if you want to do your whole face and your neck. Those lasers are both incredible, and the Lima laser is also amazing. I started using that this year, and the results have been just really incredible and just making my skin look so youthful, restoring oxygen and collagen and elastin, and it's really just been an amazing device, but it's really expensive. It's like almost $3,000, so if that's not in your budget, you can get a Neuro Pro or Precision. Those are really quick and easy to use, whereas the Lima laser takes like 30 minutes minimum per day until you get into maintenance mode, so it's a much bigger time investment. That's just my quick device update. My channel is all about devices, so I have so many videos about that, but devices is just one piece of what I'm doing to get me through this perimenopause phase. And then lastly, I wanted to talk about the body skincare that I've been using. I think it's so wonderful that there's so many skincare products out there that have active ingredients for the body. For so long, we've been taking care of just our face, but we should also be taking care of our neck, our chest, the back of our hands, and our whole body. So there's so many wonderful products out there that are specially formulated for the body. And I have a whole list on my Shop My Shelf page that I can include a link to, but I wanted to just pull some of my favorites that I have for you today. And I just finished a collaboration with OneSkin. They have a body cream, and this cream is really incredible. It works. It has a proprietary peptide in it, and I did it on my chest for a 30-day test, and the fine lines have really smoothed out from using this cream. I'm gonna start using it on my whole body, like my legs and my arms, to see how it works to smooth those areas. There's other products like Paula's Choice 5% niacinamide body serum to restore an even skin tone and visibly reduce signs of aging. Versed has this retinol body lotion that's almost empty. I use this all the time, especially after I did my Wellbox endermology session. I would rub this all over my butt and my thighs, and I love this. I have to get another one. I love these serum sprays because it makes it so easy to apply it to your body. This one is by Beauty Pie. It's called Uber Youth. It has niacinamide and some other wonderful anti-aging ingredients, and it's neck and chest super lift serum spray. And I really, really love this. And so there's so many products available on the market to help with the signs of aging that are happening to all of our bodies. I'll make sure to have a link to all of my favorites. These are just a few I pulled out from my collection today, but there's a lot more available on the market. So it's really nice to do some self-care and take care of your body as well as your face and your hair. So that is it for my video today. Those are all the symptoms that I've been dealing with and all the things that I have been doing to help me through this phase of perimenopause. And as I'm approaching menopause, I would love to hear from you in the comments what helped you with your transition into full menopause. I know that I want to continue to look and feel my best, and I want everybody else watching too as well. So if you're open to sharing, we would all really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please share it with a friend, leave a like, leave a comment, and make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my videos, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!